Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look again here at Jasmy, double checking a few key factors. This is the first time I looked at this coin in a few months, honestly, as a request from our community member here, Grease Monkey Dave, our good old fashioned Grease Monkey, right? Anyways, thanks again so much for the request. Also, thanks for the awesome feedback from our community here. Super happy this has worked out very well for you. ICP 53%, Cardano 44%, and Near Protocol 48%. Those are swing trades, folks. Some taken a couple weeks ago, some taken a couple days ago. So they do tend to play out if you use proper risk management. That's essentially how we do things. So anyways, just want to throw it out there. CryptoCash.tech is a site if you're curious about how that works. But I do want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching for the last few years. It's been an awesome experience. Go ahead and hit the like button if you could, just help us grow the channel. So take a look here at the 0.618 fib level. This is kind of an area that I like to kind of touch on first, because again, we got our more local fibs levels pulled up here. We can see a rejection once, twice, and then the third time comes up for a bullish back test of that level. Okay, so again, very, very strong consideration here for a long on this coin, just based on what we see here so far. Keep in mind, we've got the 200 and the 100 SMA working above the price action, and that is roughly about 2.3 to 2.4. So keep in mind, we're coming up to a resistance range, but if Bitcoin takes off, I think this coin could too as well. A lot of different factors are present here, of course, so just make sure that you're not just blindly taking longs, but let's go ahead and see if there is any consideration for a long position, okay? So take a look here. RSI getting closer to 70, coming closer to a resistance that kind of speaks true with that 200 SMA on the chart. We can also see money flow index is above the RSI. That's always a good sign. Stochastics kind of letting us know it's slowing down, of course. Trend strength is topping out. Same thing with MACD here as well. So a lot of potential considerations for resistance coming up. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going to pull back just because you're coming up to that level. It's a good momentum. There's a good amount of support based on closing over this level here multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times the price could not pass 21 cents, 2.1 cents rather, and then it essentially broke through and hasn't looked back. Okay, so again, that's a very, very good sign, especially that it came back down to retest this level and took off again. Keep in mind, Bitcoin's doing fairly well right now. It's starting to continue further up, and that's a good sign overall. So just make sure that you are just not, you want to be careful with coins that are overextended leading into a Bitcoin push, but the truth is we got a lot of volume here too. If you look down below, you can see a tremendous amount of volume on this push here. If we do look at TD sequential, we are overextended, so you got to recognize that potential pullback or topping out here soon may occur. If it does, though, my speculation is the price will do something along these lines and continue further up, right? That's generally what we're going to experience in most likelihoods. You see a very strong retest of that 0.68, that 0.65 fib level, that golden pocket. It's a really common occurrence in situations like these. So I would say that's a speculative consideration there. We take a look here at the 4-hour time frame. We've broken over 70 on the RSI, and what's the common rule of thumb when you break above 70 in the RSI in the 4-hour? You don't secure profits until the price, basically the RSI pulls back to that level. Okay, so with this being above this level, that basically just implies that we are in price discovery within the local range, of course, and that the price will continue to move higher as long as the money flow index is high. Okay, so again, this in combination with Bitcoin moving fast is a good situation overall, telling us that the price action for this coin is more likely to increase than decrease. Okay, just to keep in mind, with us being over that level, once we come back down, there could be a consideration for securing profits here soon. But this is basically telling us if you have a long position open, you want to leave it open and don't close the trade just yet. Ichimoku Cloud, same thing here as well. Everything's telling us we're extremely bullish on this coin. So again, in short, the answer is yes. You probably want to consider a long. Would I do a long right now myself personally? No, I like to wait for a pullback and take a long, and I'll miss a lot of opportunities. So if you do wait, you may miss out. But keep in mind, a very solid area of consideration is this 2.18 to 2.2 as a rough estimate, right there at that golden pocket range, because that's a common area of retracement. So again, if the price does end up pulling back, Bitcoin, retraces to that 62.5 range, which basically been hoping for a little while, then this kind of play out would occur. If that doesn't happen, keep in mind Bitcoin is probably more likely to increase, and the same thing with this coin too. Let's quickly look at the daily time frame just so you can kind of get some heads up here, because I forgot to cover this. With our macro point of control, the point of control here for this coin is right around 2.1. So price doesn't end up pulling back, you're going to be pretty safe buying in about 2.1 because there's a lot of volume in that range, both local and macro. Okay, so those are good things, very, very good things here. So now that it's above that level, the probability of the price going higher is greater. Okay, so you can either do one of two things. You can take a long now and maybe average into your position if the price pulls back, or wait for the price pullback, go in a little heavier at that 2.1, 2.2 mark, and then Bob's your uncle from there, right? The key takeaway here is that we're above some key levels here. We've broken mostly bullish, and the likelihood of further upside is greater. Okay, that's generally the concept with most altcoins right now too, right? Bitcoin down is pulling back, Bitcoin's holding strong in its range. We're seeing a lot of altcoins do really well here today. So awesome stuff. Thanks again so much for watching, folks. Again, don't forget to hit the like button, comment below. Join us on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Don't forget to check out our sponsors too as well. We got a couple of really awesome exchanges. Really good, good exchanges to work with. All right. Hope you have a good one. We'll see you next one. Thanks again for your time. Take care.